Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy, Double B, Bad Blood, the franchise player, joining you tonight here on AEW Dynamite's recap here on Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm joined by the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian. That dude at the bottom right there, the man in the chair, Shane Huskey. And boys, what the fuck? It was exciting tonight.
Oh my god, the Owen Hart tournament kicked off and shit. It was great.
Great show, man. I
Yeah.
was really happy to see Samoa Joe and definitely see FTR out there handling their business.
I would have to say the best men's tag team match of 2022. It was exciting. It was everything that you would have thought from an FTR match against the Bucks. Counter after counter after counter. Submission hold, submission
course,
breakup.
Finisher
Near fall.
theft.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite thing about a FTR or the Young Bucks match is that they will still literally anybody's finisher.
Dude, not only that, but the match was so evenly matched that at any given time you could have had new champions.
And it was funny that nobody was cheering for the Young Bucks.
No, you had
FTR was over big time as baby.
They were over big time. There was not a single Young Bucks chance on
Which
there.
is funny
there was a
because,
chant at one time.
which is funny though, because even when they were heels, they were always over as faces to me, and I think anybody that I knew.
Well, it's because, see, Julian, we're old school wrestling guys. We like old school wrestling. My favorite tag teams were Blanchard and Anderson. Bobby Eaton and Arn Anderson.
Pulling out the
Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane. Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey. Tag teams. Because, see, in this day of professional wrestling, you don't have tag teams. You have two singles dudes. They get together, and they're a fucking tag team.
Correct.
Sometimes it works.
The Killer Bees. Santana and Rick Martel. Paul Roma and Jim Powers. Like, they were tag teams.
Yeah.
Demolition, the Road Warriors. You got guys that devoted their careers to tag team wrestling. The Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express. Perfect mixture of the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express, Anderson and Blanchard. That's FTR.
Yeah, unfortunately, what you get now is like early on in their careers, you'll get two guys that get put together as a tag team, and if you're not familiar with their early history, you'll be like, oh, these guys have been a tag team forever, and you don't really realize that they've been like the Street Profits. I mean, they're literally a tag team that was put together in NXT. Dawkins had been on a couple different tag teams, been paired with a couple different people before any of them
just didn't hit.
And so people now are just like, oh, Street Profits, they've been a tag team forever. But quite literally, they're like the classic formula of you waiting for two people to split and one to go this way and another one to go that way, or hopefully both go this way. But
Yeah.
Well, the art of tag team wrestling is alive and well in AEW, unlike
Back in
the WWE. It's not alive and well there, obviously.
Los Mysterios.
Yeah. Well,
Like I said, it's not alive and well
they're
there.
cousins. So,
Hey, man, it would have been fine if Rick Boogs hadn't busted his leg.
Once
Wow.
again. Wow.
Too
soon, my friend.
Yeah,
too
too
fucking soon. So let's get into this show, man, because so many things happen. Like, here's the thing. This was WrestleMania week.
Oh, yeah.
Monday Night Raw came up and
All
everybody was
out
like, oh my
WrestleMania.
God, it's about to be crazy. It was lame as shit. This
Monday
more
Night Raw
exciting.
was definitely crazy.
It was
definitely
lame
crazy.
ass shit is what it was.
It was crazy.
not I am not Ezekiel.
I'm not I'm Ezekiel. Yeah, okay. We don't get that shit here.
Stealing
So,
my
Shane?
gimmick again.
Pull up the card and let's break it down.
Okay, so we got the first match of Adam Cole versus the instant classic Christian Cage. What do you guys think of that?
When did Christian Cage become the instant classic?
Well, he was the instant classic when he left WWE the
I'm
first
thinking
time.
he's an instant classic because he's old.
Okay.
I mean, G4G, you're right. It was a good match. It wasn't a great match.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
It was a good match. Yes.
It was a good match.
It was better than 90% of the matches on night 2 of WrestleMania. I'll put you that way.
Oh my God.
Or,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I mean, no midget
Hold
got
up.
booted in the face though, but I mean, still. So Adam Page, I mean Adam.
He wanted Adam to lose for some odd reason.
Adam Cole goes through, of course, in the Owen Hart Cup. What did you expect? Like, what did you guys expect?
I thought maybe Christian was gonna, work his way in there, have a redemption story. Maybe, kind of do a comeback. He looked pretty.
He looked good, definitely.
When he lost, I mean, yeah, he looked good, but he still picked up an L. So, I mean, is there like a loser's bracket?
Well,
this wasn't even.
You two gentlemen would know what a loser's bracket is because you guys were both in the loser's bracket of predictions warfare. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans is what you should be saying.
Don't use my name and put it into something else. How dare you?
Shane, if you were the mob, I would be Elliot Ness and I'd bust your ass for cooking the books. That's a Untouchables reference in case you didn't know. So, I mean,
this wasn't for the Owen Hart's tournament, by the way. This was only the first match.
No, this was a match to determine who gets into the tournament.
Oh, I did not even hear that. I just thought they were just wrestling just because.
So it was a qualifiers match.
Yeah, it's a qualifier.
I mean, it's not like a championship contenders match where you lose and you still get a title shot the next week. It's not like that.
Qualifiers match.
This is an actual qualifiers match.
So Adam Cole has qualified to enter the Owen Cup
Memorial.
All right.
Qualified to be in the Owen Hart Memorial Tournament.
And then we have the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, going up against Blood's favorite, Max Caster.
Okay, so
Samoa named Joe.
I was sad because I was not able to watch this, but I did go to YouTube because YouTube has everything.
Oh yeah, they do.
I went to Twitter, and Twitter has everything, and Twitter found the results for me. And oh my God, Max Caster, my boy.
I knew that he was gonna bring up the injury prone in there, and during his entrance.
Listen,
Max Caster. And I honestly thought he was gonna bring up
Max Caster is my boy.
Windy situation too.
What is the best part about this match? We got back the Muscle Buster.
Muscle Buster.
Okay, so the Muscle Buster, even though it's not, I mean,
poor Tyson Kidd.
It's a dangerous move.
Yeah,
if you don't know how to take it.
Or both.
I mean, I don't know. It's a dangerous move if you don't know how to take it. So, think about it like this. It's like a super kick, right? If you take a super kick wrong, you knock your teeth out. You take a super kick wrong, you get kicked in the throat. But if you take it just right,
I've seen plenty of
take it on the chin, you get the drive-by. Take the drive-by just right, you don't get a concussion. If you're stupid and don't take it right, you get CTE. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I've seen the videos. I've seen the video several times. Allegedly. We'll call that the Rex syndrome. Anyway, so it was a good match. I mean, I'm glad Joe got the Muscle Buster back, and he got huge pop. Joe is one of those guys that are going to be transitioning between Dynamite and the Ring of Honor TV show when that comes up.
The one thing I like about Samoa Joe now being in WWE that he can actually wrestle now.
Well, okay, so I like the fact that he's actually wrestling. I'm waiting for these WWE stands to be like, oh, AEW is using guys that are injury prone that they couldn't wrestle in the WWE.
That's already happening right now.
They let Bryan Danielson wrestle. Now look, next thing you know, let Bryan Danielson wrestle. Next thing you know, let another guy with concussion wrestle. Let this guy wrestle.
Joe made Max look great. Yes, he did. He literally did.
Well, Max Caster was fucking amazing in his own way. I mean, the guy's one of the head trainers that created pro wrestling.
Julian, what was this thing that JR said about Luchasaurus that you like?
The largest lizard in wrestling.
Jesus Christ. Salty ass Jim Ross.
The largest lizard in wrestling.
Dragons.
Dragon,
Dinosaurs.
lizard.
Oranges.
This reminds me when he's talking about fighting Red Dragon. This reminds me of the stupid angle they had on BTE where it was Brandon Cutler versus Luchasaurus in a singles match, and Brandon Cutler was like, "I'm a dragon, because he's a D&D guy.
Right, D&D.
No disrespect to the D&D warriors out there, but come on.
Hey man, they create some good stuff for Dungeons and Dragons campaign players out there.
Sure, but guess who cares? Not me. But I just think that it was a stupid angle, and I'm over. I'm you know what, Julian? I'm with you, man. I'm fucking over Luchasaurus.
The largest lizard in wrestling?
I'm over it. I'm over it. But AEW is a company that prided itself on wrestling, not the stupid ass comic book stupid shit that the WWE does every week. So why do we have a 6 foot 8 tall dinosaur?
JR was putting them over. Like,
He was putting them
you
over.
just can't go toe to toe with Luchasaurus. You just can't stand up to Luchasaurus. And I was like,
that's easy. Kick Luchasaurus in his nuts. Oh wait, dinosaurs
Or
don't have
just
nuts.
tear off his tail and just do it like that.
I mean, they did. They're like
Hey,
in the back or something.
on BTE, they did that. He was like lost and like sad and depressed because he couldn't find his tail. And I'm like, you're a grown ass man. Take off your costume.
When they
He
did
was sad
that,
and depressed because why?
He lost his tail.
he lost his tail.
He had to go find Super Panda from Mexico and from AAA. He had from New Japan. He had to go find Super Panda so Super Panda can help him find his tail. And I was like, hold the fuck on.
Hey, you know what? I can't judge because I accept that Ezekiel is Elias's younger brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you drink.
They stole that gimmick from me about Shane McMahon being my twin brother. So, because I've been doing that before Ezekiel.
It's a stupid gimmick. Anyway, let's go back to AEW. Let's talk about Jade Cargill.
Oh yeah, the new problem solver.
Let's talk about Jade Cargill's baddies, her baddie section.
The baddie section.
Your boy Righteous Reg loves the baddie section. He loves the baddie. Watch Grapsies on Saturday. He loves Jade Cargill's baddie section. What do you think, Julian?
What do you think, Julian?
First of all, the Cesaro section was much bigger.
Yes.
But can they say, I never been with a baddie? Can they do that?
And I don't know where they found these individuals.
Individuals. That's what we're calling them these days?
Individuals, yeah.
I'm very surprised.
That's what we're calling them these days? Individuals.
These quote-unquote baddies, wannabe video vixens, whatever you want to call them.
Hi, Shayla. Julian ain't going for it tonight. He ain't going to get, ladies and gentlemen, Julian's not going to get beat up by his woman tonight.
She's really been pushing this baddies thing, and I'm just kind of like,
I mean, she's the problem solver.
She is the problem solver.
Tyson Tomko.
Yeah, Tyson Tomko came up with that first.
You ever get a text message from someone that makes no goddamn sense?
Yes, all the time.
I just got one right now, and I'm looking at it like, that makes no sense at all. But okay.
I keep getting a text message from someone telling me my Wells Fargo account has been frozen.
Oh, dude, I get that all the time. It's my Chase account. I'm like, well, I don't have Chase, so freeze that bitch.
Exactly. I don't have Wells Fargo either.
Yeah, freeze it. Okay.
And I'm really liking how they are keeping the ROH Pure Championship with Wheeler Yuta after winning it.
Yes.
Okay, so
crossover.
So
here's the thing:
would Wheeler Yuta winning the Pure Championship kind of auto qualify him to be in the Blackpool contest?
I say yes.
I don't think it's so much qualifying him. I think that's a way of putting him in the conversation,
right
so
direction.
to speak. Right? Yeah, the right direction. I think that maybe by Cash Wheeler, go for it. That's what I got, Kate. Kate, shout out to Share Delaware, aka Share Dust on Twitter, and the Kate of podcast, Miss Kate Fabe. They have the funniest things that they see on Twitter. I'm just damn. Anyway, I think that Wheeler Yuta, by the way he was acting towards the best friends tonight, I think that's his way of finally branching away from them. I predict that on Rampage, we're gonna have Moxley facing Wheeler Yuta.
Yep.
That's
and what's
basically
gonna
his
happen.
initiation, him getting jumped into the gang, so to speak.
And
And I think that with Trent fighting Bryan Danielson, I think that Wheeler Yuta is going to go out there and beat the shit out of Trent. What are your thoughts?
Yes.
I believe so too.
Simply because he's like, we made you, and I never liked you from the get go, and blah 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 blah. I mean, people have whooped other people's asses for less reasons than professional wrestling. So, I mean, just to prove a point, just to prove who's better, yeah, why the fuck not?
I think there's going to be all types of craziness. But I want, you know what? I'm going to steer away from AEW.
We're overlooking something here.
What are we overlooking?
There's this elephant in the room that has yet to be addressed, that has been floating out there for the past couple of weeks and no one has talked about. So, me and you, we're a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
You're a great wrestler. I'm a great wrestler, obviously. Shane's our manager. Shane is like, I put the best together. No one can beat us.
Hot chocolate.
Greatest combo in the world. Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
We are Team Oreo. Whatever. But during every interview, he turns towards you and goes,
I don't want to get double stuffed.
Over here, we've got the perfect wrestler and his partner.
I was waiting for this to happen. I was waiting for this to happen. Okay, so let's talk about that because
his partner.
Let's talk
and
about
this
that
guy.
because he's just like, yo, I got this dude who is the very best at what he does, and this guy right here is kind of crazy.
And
like, goddamn, what? Moxley's not good? Is he just a fucking psycho? You don't want to say shit about him?
Now he was going to come up with some, like the most vicious, the butcher, the architect of destruction, the something. He's just constantly like, yeah, this motherfucker right here.
Right.
And I now believe that
random ass dude over here.
I now believe that John Moxley watches our stuff because didn't they say that he was called a meteorologist, Moxley?
A meteorologist? You know, that's a weatherman.
He did that gimmick today.
Or woman.
Yeah, he did that today.
I got a forecast of the thunderous sound of breaking bones and raining blood. All right, keep it classy, San Diego.
All right.
Oh man,
I'm guessing that maybe at some point it'll come to a head, but it's pretty insulting. Like it's
like really a bitch slap to the face. Like, yo, by the way, you're kind of a bitch. That's pretty much what it is. I want to talk about a few things real quick before we go any further. Let's talk about Sunny.
Hopefully she's okay.
You know, Julian said something about patterns.
Yes.
Sunny, I'm not going to shit on her because that's probably the wrong thing to do, but Sunny has been involved in a car accident, a fatal 3-car crash, and she was drunk.
Yeah.
She literally just got out of jail like a few weeks ago after being in prison, and then she got out of prison and she went right back to jail. This kind of pattern is like she desperately needs help.
She really does.
But the people that were involved in the accident, like, may have lost their son or their daughter or whatever, whatnot. It's not cool.
That's sad.
You know, the situation with Sunny, I'll never forget this. When I was living in New Mexico for a while, back in the 90s, when I first got to New Mexico, I was surprised that they had drive-through liquor stores. That was the first thing that surprised me. Second of all, it was either a Thanksgiving or a Christmas, but this guy was drunk driving up, got on the wrong side of the freeway, and wiped out a family of 4. Coming to find out, he had been like,
Correct.
he had like 4 DUIs, license should have been suspended, all that kind of stuff. So we're talking about repeat offender.
Correct.
And I know that WWE in particular, whenever someone gets into some sort of alcohol drug trouble, they do offer them
They do offer help.
or offer them help. I'm
wellness
sure.
policy.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's people who have reached out there and offered her help, and I'm sure because she was in prison, she was mandated help. You can't. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I mean, some people are just going to indulge in bad behavior.
Drink is not the problem. Like you don't have to lead her, though. You only have to lead that horse to water because she's drinking all types of shit.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's a question. Did China get offered help?
Yeah,
I think she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was offered help, and in fact,
and did she accept it too?
Didn't
I don't know.
Didn't she go to rehab with Waltman?
I think that they
did
go
to rehab. Yeah, they both did.
Like at the same time.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, now, so the person in the car that she rear-ended, and she was going at a high rate of speed, was like an older gentleman. He died from his injuries at the hospital later on. I mean, she's going to go back to jail.
I don't know what state she's in, but vehicular manslaughter carries like 2, 5, and 10 in Oregon. So,
well, if this is her third offense for something similar like this, I don't know what the states have three strikes laws, but you know, it's the ultimate. Like a judge may be if she ends up in front of a judge she's had before, she may get that judge who's like, I'm tired of seeing your ass.
True.
Yeah.
And she might just get the harshest penalty or the longest sentence possible. But that's irrelevant because somebody's dead.
And that's the thing, man. It really sucks because, you know, we've all lost people. But when you're a person that you have so many, when someone gives you so many chances, and you just keep screwing up over and over and over and over again, when do the chances stop?
Correct.
Like I said, I'm not here to condemn her because that's not my place. I'm not a judge. I will never judge anybody. I can judge the situation, and it's okay. Well, it's not okay, but when you hit someone, when you hit their car, or you hit a tree, or you hit a pole, or whatnot, that's one thing. But when you maliciously get behind the wheel, if you know you've been drinking, you're not only taking your life in your hands, but not everyone around you. I have a 17-year-old son who's just started driving. I tell my kids all the time, I don't worry about you driving. I worry about the assholes around you.
Yep.
Yeah. There are some crazy people out there who don't know how to drive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So condolences to the family.
Yes.
I plead with you, Tammy Sitch, to fucking get some help.
She may not have a choice at this time.
She had a choice before. Hopefully she'll
take this time. Probably going to be the last straw, and it's just a mandate now for her.
Yeah. Well, and then we go on to another situation. Earlier today on Fightful Select, Sean Ross Sapp confirms that Nash Carter has been released from the WWE. Nash Carter, formerly of Impact Wrestling, formerly of Chikara, from the just. Okay, there have been specific things said by Kimberly, the current NWA, one half of the NWA World Women's Tag Team Champions. Kimberly, she's the former Chikara Grand Champion. She says that Nash Carter physically and emotionally abused her, and accused her of holding and has accused him of holding anti-LGBTQ views. she also posted pictures of what appears to be Nash Carter doing Nazi salutes.
There has to be a story for that right there.
I mean, but on the flip side, there have been text messages, there have been screenshots of things that are not lining up with what she's saying.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I will tell you, I've been a victim of the same thing. I've had, so I had people try to slander me and try to ruin my career with screenshots of things that were taken super out of context. And you have to understand, when someone does these things to you, the emotional and mental abuse that you go through is ridiculous. You know, some people end up committing suicide over things like this. You know, I'm not saying what Nash Carter did or did not do, because that's not my place. I haven't seen any proof, and I'm one of those people that I need to see the proof.
Yep.
Because I can say, hey, guess what, everybody? I know Julian. He wears black underwear. He's wearing black underwear right now. He's such a horrible person because no one wears black underwear.
The other day, he said
You're a
he wore
sick fuck
pink
if you wear
underwear.
black underwear.
Why? How's
And
his
he's
skin
like,
marks?
then Shane's like, yeah, and I remember he was wearing pink underwear, and they were fucking with flowers and daisies and shit. And then you call Julian. He's like, well, you want to know the truth? I don't wear no fucking underwear. You know what I mean?
Oh, you just let it
You see
all
what I'm
out.
saying?
Awesome.
So people making up all of these lies and just bandwagon jumping and all this other bullshit. Grow the fuck up. Stop being so toxic. Social
Yes.
media is so fucking toxic.
Also, social media is not the police. Just saying.
Yes. What it is this. One person will say something and 10 other people will jump aboard that and they will have their opinions. My mom used to always tell me this, okay? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got
Everybody
one
has them.
and they all
Yeah.
fucking stink. So
Hey,
And I get it. We're in that media where it's like everything is all about social media. But if this shit really did happen to you, file a report on the police.
there it is.
Not-
There it is. My thing exactly. If someone says, "Oh, he's a sexual predator," has he been arrested? Have there been any complaints made against him to the police? No.
No.
Oh, that's just your fucking word, right? That's just you
Yeah.
making up shit because you want to make yourself look important.
And there
Right?
are two sides
He-
of the story for each
Hold on.
thing
Then they
that
say-
there is.
He's abusing me. He's mentally and physically and emotionally abusing me. If I were to say that Julian was abusing me this morning, and then this afternoon I delete those comments off Twitter and say, I'm so happy for Julian. We had such a great night last night, blah, blah, blah. Dude, something is not right. Besides that statement. But
Sorry.
something is just not right. So once again, I'm not defending
No.
Nash Carter.
No.
I'm not condemning Kimberly. I don't know what's going on. It's not my place to report that news because I don't know.
None
What
of
I
us
can
know.
say is social media is the devil when it comes to things like this.
If
Whatever
some
goes on in
person
your
said-
bedroom, let that shit go on in your bedroom. If it's physical abuse and emotional abuse, leave.
Oh, I thought you were going to
If it's sexual abuse, leave. Call the fucking police.
Yes.
Twitter,
Twitter is
Instagram,
not the police.
fucking Facebook,
Yeah.
Snapchat, MySpace, Friendster, TikTok. None of that
Tinder.
shit is where this should be. If you're a grown ass man and or woman, if you have an issue, don't be a fucking child and go to social media to think that it makes you look like a better person. Because at the end of the day, you're either going to look like a fucking moron, you're going to get proven wrong, or if it's true, you're going to look like a fucking moron for going on social media instead of going to the police.
Yep.
That's how I feel about it.
So here's the thing. Social media is like the wrestling ring. Leave your personal business and your families out of it, and don't come on there asking for an apology.
Yes.
Because historically, we know only bad things happen. Again, if you guys weren't listening, let me repeat it for the folks in the cheap seats, if you are a victim of physical assault, domestic assault, any type of assault, call the cops.
Yes.
If it happens to be your partner, leave. Because
Yeah.
If you're afraid of leaving, call
they're
the
going
cops.
to do it again. And if you forgive them and accept them and so, they're just going to go ahead and do it again. Now, y'all can break up and they can go get some help and like maybe you can work it out later. But if you just turn around and forgive them, they're going to do it again because you just gave them permission to do so.
Mhm.
And remember, to anybody staying in these relationships, by staying in that relationship, you are giving that other person permission
Not
to keep
healthy.
treating you that way. People treat you the way that you give them permission to do so. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's acceptable,
No.
but I'm saying you have the power to do something about it. And the one most powerful thing that you can do is leave. Don't worry about, but I can't afford, but what's going to happen? You have options. You have more options than you know. This other person may have told you that you don't, but do not believe them. You have options.
That's right.
In situations like these, more doors are open to you than you could ever believe.
Yes.
So go get the help you need. Twitter and Instagram is not that help.
It's not.
It's not.
And let me just say this, man, before we get on. For those of you who are internet trolls, for those of you who think that posting negative things about people on social media to get people to rally behind you,
Yeah.
I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Come real close, really close, and I want you to listen. Go fuck yourself. You are a pathetic piece of shit. Stirring up drama, lies, bullshit, gang, this ganging up on people, this disgusting ass mentality. There's a game that kids
It's
play
how
called the
January 6th
telephone
happened.
game. Huh?
I said that's how January 6th happened.
There's a game called the telephone game.
Telephone.
You tell a phone, you tell a friend, you tell a wrestler. And I'm explaining this to you. I can say that today, Julian is wearing a white sock and a blue sock. And by the time it gets back to Julian, he's got 4 feet, 2 ankles, and 6
Wow.
thumbs. You see how stupid that sounds? That's how
Yeah.
stupid it sounds when people go on social media and say one thing, and then another person adds onto it, and then another person adds onto it, and then another person adds onto it. And
Well, then
before you know it, it's so ridiculous. My mom used to tell me and my sister and my brother this. There's your truth, there's your truth, and then there's the truth.
The truth.
The truth.
Everyone's going to be a victim in their own story.
Yes.
Who wants to be the bad guy in their own story?
Nobody.
No one. But sometimes you got to be the fucking bad guy.
True that.
Sometimes you got to open your eyes and be like, fuck, did I really do that? So you people who go online and create these narratives to join up with other people to create narratives without proof, you guys can go fuck yourself. And with that being said, I want to go to a quick commercial break. So, what do you guys think? Should we go ahead and go to a quick commercial break?
Yeah.
Commercial break. Let's go take care of the kids.
Let's go. Whoa. Trick love the kids. We'll be right back.
Drive me insane. All these rules are lame. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these rules are lame. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington. where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We are back. We are back.
We are back.
Hold on a
All
second.
right.
So where were we?
We
Let's
are.
get back to AEW. I just want to get those two stories out of the way because they've been dominating Twitter
Yeah.
all
Right.
day today. And when I saw the news, I was like, wow. And when I saw the news, I was watching it. I was listening to a podcast with Sean Ross Sapp and our boy Will Washington. They were discussing, the week of wrestling. And then that, Sean Ross got the text like right there. And I'm like, oh, shit. And when he dropped the story, if Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful says it's true, I believe it.
Oh yeah,
If
there's
Cassidy Haynes
other
from Body
truthful
Slam says it's true,
sources to
I'll believe it.
Yeah,
Because they do their homework to make sure that this shit is right.
like actual homework. They don't he
Yeah.
doesn't shit guess about it or
They don't do
anything.
any assumptions because
And,
that's where slander comes in. And slander is
Which
No,
podcast we're
no.
listening to?
Yeah, what
uh,
podcast was you listening
I
to?
was listening to Sean Ross Sapp.
Oh, good.
So let's
Yeah,
talk about
we-
this. Let's talk about this real quick because I was excited to see this. I'm excited for this. I'm super excited for this.
We can get Sean Ross Sapp on this podcast.
My girl,
No,
Jamie
because
Hayter.
Sean Spears got an actual intro.
whoa, hold on. Let's go to something important.
Damn it.
My girl Jamie Hayter, the prototype of a professional wrestling, a woman
Oh,
wrestler.
Prototype.
Jamie Hayter is going to be in the Owen Hart tournament,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
facing off against the one and the only Tony Storm. Now, AEW normally lights the fuse when they bring somebody in, someone new. It's fucking hoopla. It's like Hogan at fucking Universal Studios or WCW, like all the fanfare, him on the on the Corvette and all that other shit, right?
Yep.
Nah, she just came in and
Tony Storm just came in. It was like she's here.
yeah.
My fear is that they're going to take Tony Storm and she's going to get delegated to Ruby Riott status. Yeah, I said Ruby Riott because you forgot about her, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ruby
I don't want that
Soho.
to happen to Tony Storm. So her facing Jamie Hayter is going to be fire. Fire. What are your thoughts?
So I want you to make a note, get a post-it note,
Mhm.
stick it on your monitor, and in 4 weeks, let's talk about it.
Okay.
What I'd like to do at some point is this will take a little bit, and Shane, you can help out with this because you're the stats guy. At some point, tell you what, at the 1 year anniversary of like those big releases we were having from WWE and those big signings we were having at AEW, we
Right.
should do like 1 year later. Where are they now? What are they doing?
That's good.
Oh.
That's a good
Like
idea.
where,
I like
where,
that.
like where have they been? Like where are they now on these various rosters? And let's just see what these people have been doing with them.
Like the by
because-
2020 and 2021 releases.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. In fact, we could do like over the course of a rolling 24 months, like
Okay.
out of all these releases where these people ended up. The reason why I want to do that is because I remember when some releases happened, people are like, "Oh my God, how could they release that person? We love that person so much." And then like a few months later, no one gives a rat's ass about where they are.
But there's a certain
And then some people ended up at AEW, and you're like, "Oh man, so and so is here." And then now, I get it. AEW has a lot of content. They have
Mhm.
Dynamite, they have Rampage, they have AEW Dark, they have Dark Elevation.
Dark Elevation.
but they have YouTube content. Now, if you're like me, and you only have so many hours in the week to really watch
wrestling, yeah,
all the wrestling that's out there, you're going to pick and choose. And here and there, you'll watch an Impact, you watch an ROH, you'll watch a Dark Elevation, whatever, you know, and you'll see where people pop up, and sometimes you'll miss them, you don't. And then some folks are just like on the indies, or they just don't show up, period. You know, you'll see the news constantly of Matt Cardona. You'll see the news constantly, Jonathan Gresham. I mean, who was never in WWE, but still.
yeah.
But, you know, let's keep track of these people, see what they're doing, and really find out where these most beloved wrestlers and like unbelievable releases really ended up. And I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, we could be like, man, do we care?
And you know, when we start doing it, I think we should start with Matt Cardona.
Well, Matt Cardona, yeah, we can't really start with Matt Cardona because where is he at now? The guy is fucking burning up everything.
Everything.
He's tearing up the indies. He's having the time of his life. He's doing the Cody. And justifiably so. You know, man, I went back and I rewatched the WrestleMania Money in the Bank match where he won the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, man, I was so happy for him.
I did not watch the Raw afterwards. I did not rewatch that. But it was one of those, at that time, it was one of those, you deserve it. It's about time. Just, you know, this guy finally getting his due. And then the next Monday night, they spread their cheeks and took a hot steamy on him, and it was horrible. It was almost like Vince was purposely trolling the fans, or just trying to piss the fans off.
I think he is.
But however, Matt Cardona, to his credit, way back in the day, he was doing his YouTube videos, he was doing his internet championships. You know, he was
made a single.
He was pushing himself on the WWE scene, got released, pushed himself in the indies. And that's where he's been. And let's put it like this. Ain't no food missing off that dude's plate.
Yeah.
So, I mean, kudos to him, and kudos to anybody out there who's willing to grind and willing to put in the work. You just can't deny that. And if you've got the work ethic, and if you've got the drive, and you got the fan base behind you, I mean, you're going to make it happen. Drew McIntyre did the exact same thing. He went over to Europe, and really, when Drew left WWE, he left as like, the chosen one. He sucks, and what a disappointment, and this and this and this. He went out, worked his ass off, and he came back, and I mean, you see where he is now. Cody Rhodes. Fuck this about Stardust.
Undeniable. Bullshit. From undesirable to undeniable.
Yep.
You know, fuck this Stardust bullshit. I'm out. Leaves, burns up the indies, makes more money in 1 year on the indies than his WWE contract paid him.
Oh yes,
probably 2 years. You know, starts is one of the founding members of AEW, gets the company off the ground, up and running, and then he goes, I want to be champion someplace else. In a greater perspective, when we're just talking about living your life and just being a person, as a professional, getting the tools, whether it's through professional training or whatever industry you're in, whether you're a nurse, a doctor, a plumber, a mechanic, getting yourself that additional training, learning your craft, practicing your craft, becoming more of a professional, just getting better at what you do, and creating the ability to write your own ticket. That's what it's all about. And if you want to start your own company, or if you just want to work for someone else who pays you a shitload of money, whatever you want to do, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
But the point here is Cody Rhodes, Matt Cardona, all these guys, they have options, and ain't none of them putting up a GoFundMe page talking about I need help paying my bills. Don't you worry about that.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, It's funny that you said that way because people were complaining, "Oh, Cody left and went back to WWE. This, and this."
Oh,
Cody
he
did it
sold
because
out.
Cody did. You know what? Let me tell you guys something about fucking selling out. I can't stand that term. Can't stand that fucking term. Listen here, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a fucking job, right? You work at a job 9 to 5. You make $15 an hour. But someone says, "Hey, check this out. I see how hard you're working. I know you love the place you work at, but what if I offered you $25 an hour?" And you say, "Sure, that sounds like a great thing. Of course I'd do that." How am I fucking selling out? All I want to do is take care of my family, pay my bills, so I don't have to ask anybody for shit. So because I went and got a better job with more money, now I'm a sellout? No. Cody did everything he could do at AEW. And he said, "You know what? Vince is offering me this much money. As long as he doesn't put me in face paint and make me a fucking face painted freaks flipping around talking about, as long as he doesn't do that stupid shit again, then I will go do the job." That's it. That's it. Plain and simple. So for all you people calling Cody a sellout, think about this. Would you be selling out if you got a better job?
Hey man, look, my company has a competitor, and like they're a direct competitor to us. We go head to head all the time. And we had a couple guys leave our company and go to the competitor for various reasons.
Right.
And I talked to one of the guys was my boss who left. I thought he'd never leave. And so I called him up when he left, and I was like, "Man, I never thought you would leave for the competitor." You know what he said to me?
What did he say?
4 words. Happy wife.
That bag.
Happy wife. Happy life.
Hey man,
He got his bag. He was spending less time on the road. He was spending less admin time. He had more time with the kids, more time with his woman, more money in the bank. 4 words: happy wife, happy life.
I like that quote.
So
And
Cody just had a kid.
Mm-hmm.
He got a wife at home. Happy wife, happy life.
Yep.
And speaking of happy wife, happy life, can I just ask you guys a question? Is it physically impossible to hate Eddie Kingston?
No.
No, not at all.
Because tonight Eddie Kingston just did the most. When him and motherfucking Santana
Sure did.
Most
Ortiz
Toyota promo.
attacked your boys, the yes guys.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston threw a fucking 50-inch TV at the door. Kingston is on fire, man. Kingston is lit, bro. Shout out to Mad King, Eddie Kingston, man. That dude is doing the most with the new LAX. I can't wait for next week's 6-man tag. I'm sorry, trios match.
Trios.
Hey, is that trios belt ever going to be a thing?
When Cody, I just gotta say this, man.
Victor Nash in the top.
Shout out to your boy Tony Khan, because he said when Kenny Omega comes back, those will be out there. Hey yo.
It was a great Dynamite.
Hey, yo.
What up, guys? What a great
Hey,
Dynamite.
yo.
Victor. It was a great Dynamite, man. Look, I prefer Wednesday nights over Monday any day of the week. Monday, I'm sour as fuck. Wednesday, I'm just like giddy, like a kid in a candy store. Like, oh shit. I'm like a dude who just got his taxes back. Just excited, he got money. That's how I feel every Wednesday.
You know, it's funny. After Saturday, after Sunday, you were like, "Oh man!" Monday, they was like, "Sit your ass down."
Right after Saturday, I was look. I'm gonna shoot straight with you. I watched NXT. I was like, hell yeah, this is fuck. Then I watched the first night of Mania. Let's go.
Right.
Second night of Mania, I'm like, mouse traps.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Out of 6 matches on the show, that was the best one. Right. And then I'm like, oh man, Monday gonna be lit. Because for years, Monday after Mania has been lit.
Just like Jack Gable's
bro, it came Monday after Mania, and it was like, hey, hey, you want to see something? You want to see something cool? I was like, yeah. They were like,
Yeah, they did that.
I
Well,
was
me,
but
I
why?
watched Raw without any expectations whatsoever, and I had a great time watching it.
The way I see it is, Franchise was at home and the phone rang. He's like, hello?
Roman
Is that-
Reigns, is that you?
Hey, pal. What do the 5 fingers say to the face?
Slap. He was like, Will. Oh man, I've never been more disappointed.
And then we had the
But
Butcher and the
tonight,
Blade
Butcher
but
the
tonight
Blade.
came through because Butcher and Blade and the
versus
Hardys.
the Hardys.
Man, okay. What the fuck? I don't understand the rules of this match. As a professional wrestler of 30 years,
So
I've been involved in some crazy matches. I know a tag team tables match is simple.
Exactly.
Julian and I
I
are
know
a
a tag
team.
team tables match.
Julian and I are a team, and we're taking on 2 other dudes. If Julian
And I'm
pushes
just
one
the
guy
only
through the
one in there.
table, we
It's
win.
just me.
If Julian pushes one guy through a table, we win. Not if Julian pushes the guy through a table and that guy goes through a table, it's me and Julian against that guy's partner.
But if that table barely breaks in, you win.
Regardless, okay.
Hold up.
So this is one
Hold
of those
up.
WWE matches. 'Cause that's
Hold
what
up.
it was.
Hold up.
That first table was where?
It was in the middle of the ring, slanted, and I forgot who put through it, but it barely even break in. The referee was like, "Hey, you're eliminated."
Remember, Matt Hardy went to the table at ringside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
But look, Jeff, yeah, exactly, because he wasn't thrown through the table.
How does
But
that
Jeff,
make sense?
but hold on. How was it that Butcher got eliminated, but then he helped Blade set the table up, and then they did a suplex from the outside to Matt Hardy onto the floor because they thought it was going through a table, and the table moved. And then the table moved because the guy who was eliminated moved the table. And who won the match for the team? The guy who was eliminated. That's some WWE shenanigans for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Shenanigans.
That was the
It was
worst
fixed.
part of the night for me.
Rigged. Butcher and the Blade should have won that.
And then the Andrade family office, they really need to change that fucking name. They need to change
The
that name real
Andrade
quick.
household.
The Andrade fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, you
just
got to file
Andrade's Mafia.
paperwork. You got to get reincorporated.
Yeah, it's just like, why not just take somebody's
LegalZoom.com, man. Legal.
legal
Hey,
Zoom.
I'll pay the $29.95 for you to go ahead and have the license for 30 days, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Wasn't with Andrade, was that Bunny?
Yes, that was Bunny.
Doesn't Bunny kind of look very Charlotte-ish?
Yeah,
Yes. She's
And they
always
were looking
been-
kind of comfortable.
yeah.
Stop it.
Not trying to start nothing, not trying to start any rumors.
Oh, yeah. See, Julian says something, so must be true.
Let me go on Twitter real quick. and post
You
that.
call
Hold on.
Sean Rossap. Don't me.
Let me go post it on Twitter real quick. Then it's actual
I'll be
fact.
getting shit wrong all the time.
Yeah,
That's
same
what
here.
it's like.
Monday after Mania was a shit show.
I had a perfectly good time watching it without any
Shane,
expectations.
Shane, you went 1-9 in the prediction warfare. You can't talk about having a good
That
time
was-
doing anything.
You guys are focusing on Ezekiel and Elias,
Ezekiel was the best
focusing on the
part.
fact
What are you
that-
talking about?
and you're focusing on the fact that Bailey didn't come back and interrupt Bianca Belair.
See, that's the thing, though.
Now-
Pablo was expecting something. I wasn't.
I would die laughing if Elias actually had a twin brother.
Are they going the Joseph Park route?
If
You were
they
that
did-
kid
if
who
they
was
did
excited
the-
when they saw 2 doinks. He thought it was a mirror, didn't you?
if
You were
they-
like,
if
he
they
really is
did
looking in the
Hebner,
mirror.
or if they even did like a national search to find someone who looked just like him, and had the dude grow a beard.
Well, look, I'll put you this way. All
And
they
then
gotta do is
Finally,
call up
Ezekiel
motherfucking.
Jackson comes back.
All they gotta do is call up LA Knight because LA Knight looked just like Elias with no beard.
No, he did not.
Yes,
No.
they do.
Yeah,
Dude,
No.
dummy.
yeah, dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Twins. Yeah.
But then everybody be like, but that's but
who? I mean, that's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito. Y'all really twins? Like,
dude, bring in Ezekiel Jackson.
No, that's Lord
Wow.
Farquhar. What are you talking about?
wow, you went too far with
I'm
that
a
one.
bias.
You went too far with that one.
I'm a lias, y'all.
And he was, I'm
I
Ezekiel.
went back to Africa, found myself.
Wow.
Have Slick bring him in. Yeah,
Child
baby.
so bro. A child
I
so-
went and brought it life and I took him back to the motherland and transformed him. Can't you see?
And then Tay Long come out of nowhere and go, and you're gonna go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker
The
plan.
Undertaker.
No, that gotta be Michael Bivens with the do-rag. The do-rag with the cape
Michael
on it.
Bivens
The
thinks
do-rag
about
with
that.
the cape on it.
Shout out to Michael Bivens.
Man. Showed up and showed out. Bit
Bivens
nothing
is
but
the
love
shit.
for Michael Bivens.
Man, Bivens is the shit, man.
Woo!
Oh man.
Uh,
He's the
And
best
then-
part of NFC.
Yeah.
That motherfucking pink do-rag and pink fur coat just had me dying.
Jesus.
I was like, he looked like Cameron. Talk about horse and
Man.
carriage.
It's for hire.
Oh man. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get back to this show. So we had backstage an interview with your boy Swerve. Swerve was
Swerve?
just chilling, talking about this and that and this and that, and he was like, I gotta go. And he goes into the locker room, which happens to be a woman in the men's bathroom. He goes there, and all of a sudden he gets attacked by Powerhouse Hobbs. and
Out
Ricky
of
Starks.
nowhere.
And then Keith Lee comes in, and they're brawling.
Surprise.
And all I gotta
Oh,
say is this,
bitch.
ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to go back to WCW Thunder. Sting, Lex Luger had a surprise for the Horsemen. And this guy's name, no, it was Hogan. This guy's name was the Shockmaster. Shockmaster fell through the fucking wall. The Star Wars Stormtrooper helmet fell off, and it was tugboat. Tonight,
Man.
Keith Lee shoved Powerhouse Hobbs through the wall, and that wall, ladies and gentlemen, was as flimsy as these motherfucking napkins.
It was, man. It was.
I just went to Twitter and was like,
It wasn't.
Shockmaster.
It was paper mache. It was not even sheetrock.
It wasn't even sheet.
Man,
It was
it
air.
was the flimsiest wall.
Oh
You ever
god,
seen
it was
it?
like saran wrap.
Oh,
Shout to my boy Phil Lindsay. He was like, not the fake wall.
not the fake
Oh,
wall.
fake
My
wall,
reply
baby.
to him was Shockmaster.
Now remember, the whole problem with the Shockmaster was when they built that fake wall, they made like a legit structure with wood supports at the top and the bottom.
Styrofoam.
And no one told him there was a support at the bottom. And so he tripped over it when he came through. And that was the whole problem. And so when
Oh my
Keith
God.
knocked
Okay.
Powerhouse through the wall, I was like, oh shit, they put that wood barricade at the bottom again, didn't they?
Oh man, I was just like Shockmaster. That's all I kept thinking.
Wait,
Over and
but
over
what,
again.
What did Kate call Powerhouse Hobbs attire?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love you, Kate. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna text her. I was like, I'm dead. I love Kate. I love Kate Hensler for two reasons. One, she's this fucking amazing person. Two, her tweets, funny as shit. She said they were
Swoverall.
swoveralls. She
Swoveralls.
hashtag swoveralls.
Swole.
She just came up with a whole. She's the queen of puns, ladies and gentlemen. Just gonna say it. Swoveralls. Oh man.
It doesn't matter how hot or how cold it is. Powerhouse Hobbs got on the swoveralls.
Wasn't he out there with no shirt on?
Yeah,
And his swoveralls at
Yeah.
swoveralls,
the fucking
chilling by the lake.
In the
out in
snow.
Ohio.
Yeah. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm one of those guys that will shoot straight with you guys. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat anything. If I think something is stupid, I'm gonna tell you it's fucking stupid. AEW Battle of the Belts. It's in 2 weeks. Saturday, April 16th. Right?
Yeah.
AEW Battle of the Belts. So why are you defending the World Championship and the World Tag Team belts the fucking week before?
Don't
This
get
is
it.
the second time they've done
Somebody
that.
could lose them and get them back.
No, they're not gonna do NXT thing where they drop the
Or-
NXT title on Sunday.
Or a
The guy wins it back on Monday. Not gonna do that.
Second chance.
Oh my god. I just don't understand. Like Tony Khan, if you're listening, I know you are because you watch these fucking shows. You Tony Khan, you watch these shows. I
You watch
implore
these
you,
shows.
stop booking stupid shit. This will be me with AEW Battle of the Belts. Jonathan Gresham defends the Ring of Honor World Championship. The Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions FTR faces maybe the Bucks for the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts, not the AAA Ring of Honor. Or maybe the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions will face the AEW Tag Team Champions. How about
the Briscoes?
the interim world champion, Mercedes Martinez defends the Ring of Honor World Championship against, I don't know, maybe the AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa, because that's a battle of belts.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Champion versus champion. That's a battle of the belts,
Yeah.
not just a show where you got the FTW World Championship, which isn't a recognized championship. Let's have the FTW World Championship on the line tonight, guys. Let's have the TNT World Championship on the line.
Has
And
the
that's it.
Has the FTW World Championship ever changed hands?
No. Yes, it has. Because Brian Cage was champion. He
Yes,
lost
Brian
the title to Ricky Starks.
Okay.
And that's how we're
Now Brian Cage is over Ring of Honor as part of Tully Blanchard's clique.
Correct.
So, I see what Tony Khan's doing with Ring of Honor, and he's taking the overflow of AEW talent, and he's putting some of those
sending it
talents.
over to Ring of Honor.
He's got like Samoa Joe going back and forth. I understand
Brian
the deal.
Cage is gonna get some TV
Yeah,
time.
Brian Cage can go back and forth. I understand the deal with Samoa Joe. He goes back and forth, but also the Ring of Honor World Champion John Gresham is going to be doing the same thing.
Oh,
Can you
But
imagine?
we're gonna get our old rivalries like Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt's back in the mix, which I was really
Samoa
happy
Joe
with
versus CM Punk again.
oh,
that.
I
Samoa
can't
Joe
wait for
versus
that.
Daniel Brian Danielson. Sorry,
Daniel Bryanson.
John Moxley versus Samoa Joe. Like, come on.
We're gonna have some good matches.
We're gonna get some of those good matches, but I don't really think that Ring of Honor needs to be an overflow show because Ring of Honor they've got their own roster of talent. That's
why I was kind of
Pretty
wondering why they crowned a new Ring of Honor Women's Champion in Mercedes Martinez, the interim champion. I
Because
hate that
Deanna
fucking word,
Purrazzo was
interim.
already defending the women's champion on the Multiverse of Impact.
Well,
pay-per-view.
that's fine, but here's my thing. I'm the OIWA North American champion. I'm going to defend that if the OIWA is having a WrestleMania type event. Any other booking I got, that's going to take second fiddle to the OIWA because I represent them as a champion.
Victor Nash has raised a very good point here.
Miro.
Where is Miro?
Miro was injured, but Miro is no longer injured as far as I know.
He'll be great in the ROH AEW era.
But is he posting on social media? Is he?
Oh, he's been
visible?
posting stuff on social media. Him and his flexible wife. You know,
Lana.
Wow.
he's still mad because his God has forsaken him. But he's gonna be redeemed. He'll be redeemed. Don't worry about it.
He'll get baptized at the Church of the Undertaker.
No, his God.
Wow.
His God cost Finn Balor the Universal Championship. What do you mean?
I hope he comes back and he joins the fucking what do you call him, the Blackpool Combat Club.
Oh,
Man, I was just thinking earlier today, wouldn't it be great, speaking of people being saved and finding their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, would it be great if Scott Steiner was saved and he became a youth pastor?
You saved Grace.
One, that wouldn't happen because he would not have any freaks for his peaks. 2, he couldn't be in the pastor or the sermon because there's a live mic there. And we all know his live mic skills. And 3, if someone passed around the collection plate, he gonna try to Steiner map that shit. So it ain't gonna work.
There's only 2 things that matter: my Lord and my Savior.
I would just say he would be like, you pay your tithes to God, but you pay your 33 1/3%, and you minus 52.1%, but you add 75.3%, and that right there gives you 1.275% that you got to give to me.
And then Reverend Evon comes in and begs and say, donate to my church.
Big Pastor Pump, here's your hookup. Holla if you want Jesus. Like, that would not work.
That would be funny. I would
That would
do
not
that.
work.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 2.
And we'll be all asking the question, why is he
In the
yelling
beginning, there was light, and it was good.
You see, God made one man, Adam, but then he saw he needed a partner named Eve. And normally 2 divided by 1 is 0.5. But for God,
Sir, why
he's a
are you
genetic
yelling?
entity.
Just the Bible
So
comes
2
out.
divided by 1 became 2. And that's why we had a man and a woman.
Man,
Dude, he
Holla
would
if
be
you hear me.
fire. People would leave his sermons just pumped either confused or pumped the hell up.
They gonna leave his sermon and they gonna go hit their Steiner recliner on somebody. You better repent, motherfucker.
Oh my freak.
I can't wait until he gets to the chapter where Jacob fought the angel.
Oh my
He breaks
god.
down that match. Then he had the babyface comeback.
He gave him the cutoff and they had a double down.
Oh my god.
Oh my man. See,
That's
we're
funny.
going to hell. We are going to hell. Oh man. Something's wrong with you. It ain't even 9 o'clock. Oh, it is 9 o'clock. Oh, we
It
can
is
talk
not
shit
a
now.
We're fine.
Oh, my bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Just like, how come we never saw Scared Straight with The Undertaker and Kane?
Well, kid,
Where
Better
to?
yet,
you better get your shit together or you're going to rest in peace.
Scared Straight with Ron Simmons and JBL.
Oh,
Hey, kid, come here.
damn.
Sit your ass down.
Oh, man. Look, let's get to this crazy main event because that's the match that. Well, no. Let me talk about Hikaru Shida versus
Oh, yeah.
Julia Hart. Julia Hart was like, yo, she was like, that's it. Get out of here to fucking the Varsity Blondes. Get out of here. And she had a little
She had a
dark side to her.
little black eye over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
the
doing a little
iPad.
bit of Bianca Belair with the black eye, you know what I'm saying? She was, yeah, but she
you know,
was a little
'cause,
vicious little one.
Yeah.
Sheila was handing it out tonight with that flying
Dude,
knee
I
and
like
that brainbuster.
I like her.
Yeah.
I like her. She
She hit the
little-
Omos driver for the win, everything.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
trying to
right.
do the almost driver, but she got drove. She got thrown to the ground by Sheeta. Sheeta was like, nah, bitch.
Not today.
Sheeta was like, not happening tonight.
Not today.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, it was great. It was great. It's great.
So Sheeta qualifies for the Owen Hart Cup Women's match. Breaking news.
I just saw breaking news. I
Breaking
can't
news?
share it because it's a spoiler, but
Damn it.
don't spoil it.
I will tell you guys off the. You know what? I'll tell you in the private chat where people can't see it.
Yeah, in the
All
private
right.
chat, not in the actual chat.
Yeah, I had to make sure it wasn't the actual chat first.
She's going to be the next person to join the House of Black. Yeah, I can already see that coming.
Oh,
It has
Okay.
happened. It happened. Yes.
Oh wow! All right.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, dummy. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. Anyway,
Shane, I fully expect in the next couple of weeks on your Twitch channel, I gotta see Dummies and Fools.
Oh man, that. Too bad that's gonna be later on in the year because that's how 2K is sometimes.
DLC content.
Yeah, Dummies and Fools is definitely going to be a content making for sure. Because that is going to be
Okay.
absolutely funny shit. just the promos interaction, it will be funny as hell between Mr. T and LA Knight.
I
And then
paid the fool. Yeah.
I mean, a fool.
Dummy, yeah. Who you calling a dummy, fool? Yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh my god.
All right, so we totally skipped over about Sean Dean and Sean Spears.
Okay. I don't give a shit about Sean Spears, but salute your boy the captain. Your boy the captain with the win over Sean Dean, thanks to your boy
Okay.
Wardlow.
Who is the Captain Sean Dean?
Okay, so Sean Dean is an independent wrestler, but he's also sorry.
He's also
He's also the head of. He's also a member of the outreach team for AEW. He's also the guy who books the indie talent for
Okay.
AEW Dark and Rampage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure he wasn't like the Black Corporal Kirshner.
and also Sean Spears.
He's
had
actually a
an
military
injury.
vet too. So
Yeah.
Sean Spears with that sick ass injuries of his. But they didn't
I
do
like
the
Sean Spears' entrance.
But the only thing they didn't do correctly was the
entrance.
hand movement that the first time that he did it, where he grabs a chair off the ground and then points at his face. They didn't do that. They got to do that.
But I mean, this whole match was really set up for having MJF on the mic or on commentary, and then of course having Wardlow still break into the facility, which clearly says to me that anybody can break in the facility, but whatever. And of course, Wardlow makes his way to ringside, causes the distraction. MJF is doing the whole, how can this be happening? And
oh god,
security, get that guy, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I see them pulling this all the way into not Double or Nothing, but the next AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah, this is going for a while. This is going for a while.
This is the first setup right here.
I mean, at some point, someone's going to have to challenge Wardlow to a match to stop all these shenanigans and whatnot.
And it's going to be Sean Spears, of course.
Of course, he'll take the first L.
He'll have to run the gambit again, like the whole Jericho, the
Cody.
What was it? The what the fuck did they call it?
It was.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Where Jericho had to fight like everybody, to get a shot at MJF. I can't remember what it was called. It doesn't matter. But it's going to end up happening with Wardlow. He's going to fight the whole list of people.
Fight the whole AEW locker room.
No. And then, Tony Khan's going to be like, you know what, damn it. I own AEW, not you. And because I own AEW, I'm going to give him a contract. And boom, there it is. Victor Nash asking for the match that everybody wants. We have Chris Rock versus Will Smith, WWE 2K.
I have actually did see that. That was funny. That was funny as shit.
So I just sent you guys, Julian. I just sent you guys something on the Roundtable Twitter. Cody Rhodes. When he does the whole ear cupping thing on the BT.
Yep.
Look at what someone just sent me. Cody just did at WWE headquarters. Trolling the fuck out of the fans, dude. Cody Rhodes. And it's new because he has a big ass neck tattoo. Speaking of the neck tattoo, let's talk about the neck tattoo real quick. Did you guys notice that it was brighter?
Yeah.
Like Cody had that neck tattoo touched up.
Yeah.
And for WrestleMania. Because it's bigger than it was before, dude.
Hey man, Vince was like, hey, let's go back to our personal attack guy.
He was like, I want you to come here as Homelander, okay?
Hey man, I absolutely am loving that Cody is still the Homelander gimmick in WWE. That's one thing I'm happy about.
So in WWE, he's not quite. He's dressed like Homelander.
Yes,
but he's not doing the Homelander gimmick yet because so in AEW he actually was Homelander because he was coming out like, hey, I'm the good guy. Like, well,
Doing damn well he wasn't.
Like, I'm the hero here.
Yeah.
You guys should be loving me. And people are still booing him.
I mean, dude.
And now everyone's cheering him.
I never booed Cody. I told you. Cody was the smartest man in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And he just proved it.
Exactly.
All right.
So let's get to this main event because I've been waiting to talk about this main event all fucking night. My God.
How the talking's over.
Damn it. Tag team wrestling at its best, ladies and gentlemen.
It's time for the main event.
The Young Bucks come out. They get their pose on. Boom. By the way, Kevin Owens did the Young Bucks pose on Cody during their dark match on Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
Yes,
It was funny.
I saw the dark match too. It was pretty
And
good.
if you look at Cody's Twitter and the Bucks Twitter, they're going back and forth with cute little Twitter bios. This tag team match started out fucking phenomenal, man. FTR came in to the huge pop.
Huge.
Really
huge
huge
pop.
spot.
Huge.
You see their jackets say "Living Legend" on there, like Larry Zbyszko. It was awesome. They get in the ring and they just, they go. They just went. It was great.
For anybody who, and we talked about this already, but if you like old school tag team wrestling, this is them. This is these guys. I mean,
It was Rock Roll Express, Midnight Express.
This is the
And they said it from day
tags,
one.
hot
They
tags,
appreciated it.
the in and outs,
Blind tags, all
the
that.
the team moves, just the back and forth, like fast pace. The hot tag when like you have someone playing the semi-facing peril, but not really that bad. But still, when the hot tag comes in, man, the crowd just comes on fire. The Bucks play the new school tag team, flippy, jumpy, kind of flamboyant tag team move heels that can really play the villains to their style. They do their BTE trigger and kissing them on the cheeks and the double super kick and all that. But man, it was fast paced. It was back and forth. It was one of those anybody can get pinned at any time. As I said in the private chat, I guess we're kicking out of pile drivers now, but whatever. So things like pile drivers and slingshot suplexes don't count as finishers anymore. But yeah, it was a really good match.
Like I said, it was fucking amazing, man. It was, like I said, it was legit
Two
tag team
5-star
wrestling.
tag matches.
Yes, I mean, I can't describe to you how amazing the tag match was. The Bucks played the Rock and Roll Express. FTR played the Midnight Express.
Yes.
Only difference is the Rock Roll Express were heels this time. To the point where the Bucks did the big rig spot on Dax.
Yep.
As Cash was outside. They were doing a bunch of reverse spots. At one point, it looked like Dax and Cash were going to do the Paul Roma and Jim Powers gimmick. The Power and Glory. No, they're going to do the Power and Glory gimmick. Hercules and Paul Roma, the suplex splash. And Matt jumped up into a Rana off of Cash when Dax was doing the suit. I was like, Jesus Christ. I have to say that I've seen FTR have some amazing matches.
And they do.
They had the NXT match with who was it? It wasn't DIY. It was DIY. They had an all-time great tag team match with them.
Oh, yeah.
This match from NXT TakeOver.
Both of them.
This match right here, way better. There wasn't one botch in this fucking match.
None.
It was so crispy, so clean. I mean, it
And-
was
and
almost
here's-
like that boot that Wee Man got from. I mean, what's that you saying?
Boy, that was a clean one. That
Oh
was
my
a
god,
clean one.
slow motion, just
But you know what though? So when I watch a tag team match like this, the first thing I say is, why is Jurassic Express tag team champions? For AEW?
I don't want
Right.
to talk. I don't want to talk about Jurassic Express because I just
I'm saying.
don't understand. I don't understand. But I want to see.
After when the Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly win those tag team champion, they need to drop into FDR.
I want to see a fatal 4-way tag team match. I want to see Bowens and Caster, FTR, the Bucks, and Red Dragon.
Oh yes, that'll be a killer of a tag match.
I don't, because I think they're going to make Bones and unless Bones and Caster win.
Hey, if Bowens and
Because
Caster
those guys-
wins that,
Those guys have been at the shit sandwich luncheon for way too
Well,
long.
Anthony Bowens is hurt. That's why Max Caster is doing a bunch of singles matches.
Yeah, but still, I mean, those guys really deserve either some single shine or tag team belts. But yeah, the AEW tag team the AEW tag team championships are on the wrong group
Yeah, FTR should be the champions.
right now. And hey, it's fine. Have FTR be out there with 6 belts.
yeah,
You know, let them be out there with 3
Let
belts.
them be the belt collectors.
AAA, ROH, AEW, all of them, just all of them. Let them be your belt collectors. It'll be fine, and let them defend them individually. Let them defend 3 at a time, whatever it is.
yeah.
But I tell you what, it'll be credible.
I agree. Like I said, this match 5 stars.
Oh,
If
yeah,
If
definitely.
Meltzer didn't get this match at 5 stars, then Meltzer's been drunk. This was a 5-star match.
It wasn't in Tokyo.
No, it wasn't in Tokyo. It
wasn't
was
in
5-star in
Tokyo.
Shibi. 5-star in Shibi. It wasn't
And
Tokyo.
it's a 10-star for me for both of FTR.
That's because you've been
tag
popping
matches.
Blue Chew all day. Calm down, kid.
Oh yes.
Is
Well,
your Pepsi
fine.
dispenser empty?
No, I got a big gigantic one.
Oh,
That's what she
Yeah.
said. All right, man. So look, ladies and gentlemen, next week we have a very interesting show. But just want to let you guys know that we enjoy having you guys here every week.
Yes.
We enjoy talking about professional wrestling, having a good time talking to you guys.
We
about
enjoy mostly just shitting around over here.
Yeah. Jordan Grace online, funny as shit. She's another one of those like Nyla Rose who has a
yeah.
witty comeback when it
Jordan
comes to her Twitter page. Baron Black, shout out to Baron Black, homeboy, friend of the page. Baron Black says, "Hey, at John Gresham, you let me know if you and Samoa Joe need some backup dealing with Jay Lethal and Sanjay." Jordan Gray says, "Bro, you owe 148."
Oh dang!
Oh, Jordan Grace with the zinger.
Oh.
My boy Baron Black. We're gonna have him on the show sometime this week. I gotta get a hold of him.
Yeah,
We want to talk about Baron Black's new venture. I mean, he's part of Terminus, so he had a good match with Bandito for the Ring of Honor Championship then. But yeah, Baron Black was at WrestleMania week this week, so need to get a hold of him so we can talk about Battle Slam Vendetta. Man, this is gonna be a huge event.
Vendetta.
Battle Slam Vendetta. They got our girl Janiyah Kai. This is gonna be April 24th. It's coming down in Atlanta, Georgia. Janiyah Kai is gonna be there, and this is a show that's like got pro wrestling and hip hop coverage. The hottest hip hop groups in Atlanta are gonna be there. I mean,
interesting.
it's gonna be Queen Emmy Net's gonna be there. Your boy, Pastor Troy, ladies and gentlemen, go Google that shit. But Pastor Troy is gonna be in the house blazing. It's like I said, it's gonna be a good show. He has a couple other matches that are being announced also, but it's gonna be awesome. The 22nd, the 24th, it's gonna be Battle Slam Vendetta. You can go get your tickets at battleslam.eventbrite.com. It's gonna be pretty lit, man. We're gonna try to get your boy Baron Black on to talk about the show. sometime this week. So we'll see what's up with that. But with that being said, Julian, you know what to do. You know what to do.
3 times a week. 3 times a week. For those of you who just, oh man, you hate YouTube. You want
I don't understand why.
You're not on the Instagrams. You're not on any of the social media platforms.
Why not?
You just want to have your cathode ray TV sitting in front of you, just burning a hole in the living room. And you're in the Portland, Oregon area. You can still catch us 3 nights a week. That's right. We are unavoidable. Like Thanos said, we are inevitable.
It's inevitable.
Mondays at 10 p.m., channel 22 Xfinity TV, channel 8002 Central Link TV. Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m., channel 23 Xfinity TV, channel 8003 Central Link TV. Or on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m., channel 11.
Wednesdays?
TV and CenturyLink TV. Check out your boys, enjoy yourself, have a laugh, eat some pizza, drink a couple of beers, and learn something about professional wrestling this week.
Wrestling.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling. Barstool wrestling. Man, so Shane, tell the people where they can find you at every week, my man.
Oh my God, you guys can find me at Husky_518 over on Twitch. You can subscribe, you can donate me some biddies if you want. But right now, maybe later in the week, me and my friends are going to be doing a triple threat match on W2K22 online. We have triple threat matches that goes on for like hours and hours. Never end. Seriously.
You sure you want people to watch a match that will never end?
Yes.
They'll get tired. You'll lose views.
Hey man, they will enjoy it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like we would literally have matches that will literally last like 2 to 3 hours.
I don't trust Shane when he says you'll enjoy it because I've never enjoyed anything Shane's done for me. Ringing the bell 12 times, Shane.
Ding ding.
Yeah. Ding ding kid.
Formerly known as
the Ding Ding Kid.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can also get us every week, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you go to Spotify, Google, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and all the cool podcast platforms, we're always there. All those things. We'd like to make sure that you guys are very well informed. If you want to be informed about the latest and greatest, you can go to www.bodyslam.net. That is www.bodyslam.net. Cassidy Haynes and the boys are always dropping down some good shit, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to find out behind the scenes stuff, dope stuff, who's getting tired, who's getting hired, who's sleeping with who, why is NXT so horny, just go ahead and tune in to www.bodyslam.net. You'll find out all the latest gossip.
MySpace.
Did you say MySpace?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Shane.
No one
remembers MySpace. I mean, that's like saying, yo, go on Friendster. Yeah.
Onlyfarmers.com.
Just stay off 4chan.
Stay off of 4chan, ladies and gentlemen. But if you want to be slamtastic, you can go ahead and check the website out to keep this great content that we have going. All you got to do.
Stay off HBO late night.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
HBO late night, huh? Damn, Shane. Look. It's simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you hear, like what you see, all this chocolateness with a little vanilla wafer in the middle, double stuffed Oreos
of the man we call Shane.
You can donate to bodyslam.net to help keep the website going. It's real simple, ladies and gentlemen, so we can continue to bring you a wide and entertaining variety of pro wrestling and that MMA content. Yeah, big meaty man slap meat in the cage.
Hey now.
You can go to www.slamchats.com.
Visa MasterCard.
That is www.slamchats.com.
HBO.
And for your boy, the mixologist, the professional wrestler, Mr. Chemical Julian, and the man in the chair, the Twitch superstar, Shane Huskey. It's been your boy, Double B, the franchise player. And we'll see you guys Friday.